What's up, everyone? Paul from Grindhouse Funhouse, and welcome to the final chapter, part 3 of my vinyl soundtrack collection overview. I've done 2 previous videos on this. They'll be linked up at the end of this one. And for the third part, these are all the soundtracks I've purchased since last October up to now. So basically, everything I found in record stores here in Montreal, Black Friday, Christmas, presents I got, and Boxing Day. So a lot of goodies in there that I want to share with you, and I will start right now. First one being Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, John Williams, of course, Steven Spielberg, classic soundtrack, classic score. What can you say, really? They're all very good. So I got this one, and then I got Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade, which is my favorite of the 3. One of my favorite from my childhood. It is just one of the top 10, easily top 10 scores of all time. I don't know if you remember, there's an episode where Peter in Family Guy at some point was whistling the entire theme of this for like a good minute. And I can do this too. Like when I saw that scene, I was like, God, how did they know? I I still remember everything. It's amazing. So yeah, this is one of my favorite. And when I saw it, I think I paid like $12 for this. I was over the moon. One of the best Boxing Day finds I got is right here, Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. Up next, Rappin', adding more to my 80s hip hop soundtracks. This is a Canon group again. They were like the king of those kind of movies back then. Mario Van Peebles starring in there. There's quite a few whack raps in there. I know Ice-T was in this as well, but that man is not a whack. He is no whack MC. But I'm rambling. Rapping right here. Then I got The Wild Angels, which is this is the first one, because I showed you part, like the volume 2 in the other video. Again, like a wild late 60s biker movie starring Peter Fonda and Nancy Sinatra, and with members of the Hells Angels, the real kind. So right here, Wild Angels, Jumpin' Jack Flash, Whoopi Goldberg, various artists from the 80s. Got Bananaramas in there, Kool and the Gang, the Rolling Stones, the Supremes. Thomas Newman did the score. He's got 2 Qs on the album, I believe. Yeah, that's it right there. So yeah, Jumping Jack Flash. FM, which is a movie that came out in 1978. I know nothing of this movie, but I really loved the track list on this. Boston, More Than a Feeling, Jimmy Buffett, Doobie Brothers, Eagles, Dan Fogelberg, Billy Joel, Foreigner, Tom Petty, Queen. It's a hell of a soundtrack, a hell of a track list. So yeah, FM right here. You can see a little gatefold action. Ew, there we go. Scrooge, Bill Murray, but the score done by Danny Elfman. This was announced in November. The second I found out this was being released by Enjoy the Ride Records, I did not hesitate to purchase it. This is probably my favorite purchase of 2019. It is just the very best. I'm going to show you the color of the vinyl. So there you go. Right here, there's an insert with credits. Everyone that played on the album is right here, and the version I got, because there was like 4 or 5 variants of this release. I got this one with the blue swirls right here, and yeah, if you want a more in-depth video about this release, I did a video. Just check it out on my videos page, all listed, and you'll know more about this release. I got Black Hole, John Barry, early 80s sci-fi movie released by Walt Disney. I think it was around, was it 81? No, 1979. So it came out 2 years before Tron. So they were like in the sci-fi business, I guess, in the late 70s, early 80s. And this is one of them, Black Hole, right here. Yeah, Working Girl. Harrison Ford, Melanie Griffith, music by Carly Simon. Will I listen to this? It's very doubtful, but I just dug that cover. It's a good movie. I've seen it many, many, many years ago. And I mean, for $1, like, I'm not spending that much. And why not add it to the collection, you know? Carly Simon. Yeah. Good Morning Vietnam. Robin Williams plays a DJ in Vietnam. And it's a obviously 60s soundtrack. Barry Levinson did this. So we get the Beach Boys, Castaways, the Searchers, Martha Reeves and the Vandellas, Louis Armstrong, right here. So Good Morning Vietnam. We got Claudine, Gladys Knights and her pips, not pimps, pips. And this was written and produced by Curtis Mayfield. So that was the attraction for me there. It's a movie that stars James Earl Jones and Diana Carroll right here. It's not technically, I was going to add it to like my Blaxploitation collection, but it's not. It's a regular movie that just happens to have like a black cast. So yeah, there you go. Claudine. Band in the Hand, directed by Paul Michael Glazer. It's a Michael Mann produced this. Stephen Lang's in this. James Remar. It's another one of those 80s various artistes soundtrack. But there you go. Another Whoopi Goldberg joint, Burglar. So more various artising in this. Sly Stone's in this, Belinda Carlisle, The Jest, The Smithereens. That's about it. Bobcat Goldthwait's on this for some reason. I don't know if he sings or just, talks or whatever, but Burglar right here. One of those early 80s sex comedies. Private Schools for Girls. Phoebe Cates. Ooh, Phoebe Cates, my God. And Matthew Modine's in this. Sylvia Kristel as the sex teacher. And if you don't know who Sylvia Kristel is, think all those Emmanuelle movies from the late 70s, early 80s. That is her. She was the main Emmanuelle, even though there was like 3 or 4 of them. But yeah, Private Schools for Girls. Oh yeah, another hip-hop soundtrack from the 80s added to my collection. Beat Street. And funny enough, not released by Canon Films, but Orion released this. And you got Grandmaster Mel and the Furious 5. You got The System on there. You got Afrika Bambaataa. And and stars the daughter of, it's Rae Dawn Chong, daughter of, him. Beat Street. Ooh, one of the horror titles I got in my collection, and it's a soundtrack by John Williams, Dracula. Played by Frank Langella, of course, and Laurence Olivier, directed by John Badham. And it's a pretty good one. Pretty good John Williams. You can never go wrong with John Williams. So here you go, Dracula. This is one of the soundtracks I've been wanting since I started collecting, and it's one of my favorite movies from the 80s, and it's one of my favorite soundtrack from the 80s. Explorer, directed by Joe Dante, and it's Ethan Hawke's first movie, and River Phoenix in this, and Amanda Peterson, who was my 80s crush, and may she rest in peace. But it's a really good score from Jerry Goldsmith. And I couldn't be more happy to have this in my collection. I mean, look at this. It is beautiful. Explorers. Up next. This was like a blind buy. I knew of the movie. I heard the name before. So Mona Lisa. And it's, again, it's John Barry. No, it's Michael Kamen. Michael Kamen who did the music. And I listened to it just like that. And it's actually pretty good for a blind buy. I was pleasantly surprised. Michael Caine. Bob Hoskins is in this, and Hoskins, I should say, and there you go. And, directed by Neil Jordan. I don't know if it was his first movie, but this came out in '86, so that was before the Crying Game. So there you go, Mona Lisa. Another John Williams score for Steven Spielberg, Empire of the Sun. Another first movie for an actor that's well known today. That would be Christian Bale. that's in this, and John Malkovich in this as well, Miranda Richardson. Yeah, you cannot go wrong with this one too. It's Empire of the Sun, John Williams at his prime right here. I only have 2 left. My God, time does fly. This is my favorite new soundtrack of 2018, or I should say 2019, and it's for a TV series. It is Too Old to Die Young for Nicholas Winding Refn, music by Cliff Martinez. If you know them, they've been collaborating since Drive, and I'd say this is like their magnum opus. The score is just so good. I've listened quite a few times now. Very happy I got to find it, to buy it actually. And this is Cliff Martinez. If you like your 80s synth, like retro wave, neon wave, whatever you want to call it, this is the shit right here. I'm going to show you the vinyls. They have beautiful colors, and this has it's a gatefold as well. So I'm going to show you right here. This is one of the characters in the movie. That's very important. I don't know if you've seen the series. She's quite integral to the whole thing. And then I will show you the colors of the vinyl right here. This, like that, and we have a beautiful blue right here. And the other one, I believe, is, and get the skull right here, and the butterfly, and the color here is bright pink right here. So there you go. Yeah, if you want to listen to a great synth wave score, if you listen to Drive, you listen to Only God Forgives, Neon Demon, there's no reason why you won't like this soundtrack. Mwah, it's beautiful, gorgeous. And the last title, and this was another coveted soundtrack I've been wanting for years. It is in my top 3 of all times, and I got this as a Christmas gift. Edward Scissorhands, Danny Elfman. Fuck, man, what can I say about this? It is just, it's Ferric. It's kind of soundtrack where when there's a snowstorm outside, it's kind of shit where I put in my, I listen to as I walk around. It's very like you get in the zone, and it's just so beautiful. It's Tim Burton, obviously, Johnny Depp, Winona Ryder. It's an all-timer. It's one of my favorites. It's very happy. I'm very happy I got this. And oh my God, that is it for my vinyl soundtrack collection overview. So if you like this, please like, share, and subscribe. Check out my Instagram feed at Grindhouse Funhouse, where I post on the daily. In the comment section below, let me know what was your favorite purchase soundtrack-wise in the last few months. What was your favorite score of 2019? I'd like to know. Do come back for more videos coming soon. I'm in the mood to do movie reviews for my Only on VHS series. I got quite a few new VHS recently that I want to review and share with you because it's fun and I like it, and those kind of movies is kind of my jam, so I can't wait to review all of them. So thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed this 3-parter on all my soundtracks. Come back next January for all the soundtracks I'll be buying this year. So I will say to you, ciao bye for now.